Welcome to BrainMachineNetwork.com.
Well, let's get it going.
Yeah.
Welcome. Okay, we're going to try again. Okay, and...
And action. Welcome to another...
Jesus Christ. Welcome to another episode of Beasts with Leif and Caitlin. I'm Caitlin Peluffo, and my other half, my dear sweet boy, Leif Enoksen. How you doing, honey?
Hey, Caitlin, I'm doing great. It's great to see you. It's great to talk to you. I'm doing great. How are you?
I am fine. I wish I could touch you. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, that's so
I
nice
wish
of
I
you.
could just tussle your hair, you sweet, small
I would just
man.
grab onto your face and touch it for hours.
Well, okay. No, I like that. No, that's nice. I'm just thinking about all the zits and all your oils. You got a lot of oils.
It's going to be
Boys.
gross. I haven't washed my hands since the quarantine started.
Okay. Well, what a great time to introduce our guest, huh? Yeah, let's steer clear of that whole mess. Okay.
Yeah,
Lola Jean, everybody. Everybody give it up for Lola Jean.
Oh, you're too kind, too kind.
Oh, we're very excited to have you. This is exciting. May I ask, Lola, where are you quarantining from?
I am quarantining from my bedroom in Williamsburg.
Ooh, very fun. Very hip. I have
Very
no
hip.
idea.
It's pretty hip.
How's it looking up there?
You know, I haven't left my apartment since I got back to New York. I was in London right in the middle of all this stuff, and I got back right before they put in the stay-at-home notice. So I haven't really left. So everyone's like, how is New York? I'm like, don't know. Haven't really seen outside of my room.
That means you're doing quarantine right. I
Yeah.
like that. That's very good. See, she washes her hands. Leif? That's so gross. That's so gross. Where are you originally from? London? Is it London?
No, well, I go to London very often for work. I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, that's fun.
Why
not? It's as fun as anywhere else. I mean, it's better than Nebraska, I guess.
Maybe.
That
I don't know. I
checks
hated
out.
Baltimore.
Oh, you hated Baltimore.
I
I'm
did.
sorry I brought it up.
Come on, Caitlin. Hold it together.
I'm trying. Oh, so London's nice. Why do you go to London a lot?
I go to London because people pay me money there, and I really like my fans and just general following over there. And also the people there are a little bit smarter, so I find that I have a more educated field to choose from and teach. I'm a sex educator, so everyone kind of is in need of my help, but just bigger cities between New York and London works well.
A sex educator. You are a dream. Oh, my God. I can't wait to deep dive into this muff. Oh, my God. This
Caitlin,
is
keep it
a
in
beautiful
your pants.
curly Q. I know. I'm so excited. Okay, so a sex ed educator. Is it for adults or children?
Adults.
Thank God, because then I would just be a creep if I was like, yeah, let's talk about it, you know? I should have clarified first. Okay, a sex ed educator for adults. Thank God. A lot of men need it. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
I'm here. I'm still here.
Oh, right. Leif, the one who doesn't wash his hands. Oh, my God. You should put that at the top of every lesson. Wash your fucking
Yeah.
hands. Anyway, so that's so you go and what do you teach? Is it like the basics? Is it a little more...
It really can
advanced?
be anything and everything, but I find that no matter what I'm teaching, even if it's cunnilingus and blowjobs, it still boils down to communication and listening to yourself, just because if I'm not going to be an expert at anything, no one else will either. I'm always still learning, but it's anything from kink and BDSM to sexual activities like pegging or squirting to more philosophical things as well too.
Can you teach yourself to squirt?
I did.
This is
All right,
incredible.
I'll just catch you guys next week. Have a great episode.
See you later, Leif. Women can do that? That's incredible.
Yeah.
I gotta YouTube this shit.
Well-
This is great.
You'll be amongst many. I find that there's a lot of searches that get to my website from Lola Jean squirt video, and it doesn't exist. So I'm gonna make a video of me drinking squirt soft drink, but taking a really long time to do it to get a little bit of YouTube ad revenue from it. But I did. It is a little bit on film. I set the world record a little over a year ago, and it was filmed for a documentary. But it's not probably the juicy goodness that people want. So I love disappointing people.
The world record of what?
Volume.
How many? Volume! Oh, my God. you're my favorite person. I love you.
Oh, thank
For
you.
volume of squirt, not drinkable. Well, I guess
Someone
anything's
drank it.
drinkable. What?
I auctioned it off. Or I should say a drag queen auctioned it off.
Good for you. Lola Jean, God bless you. How much money did it get?
I think it was 175, I think, and his girlfriend was not happy.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he drank it.
Actually,
Holy
no,
shit.
someone else drank it. He paid for it, but he did not keep it. He was drunk.
Well, you know what? That's $175 in your pocket just from doing something fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you really got this shit figured out, Lola Jean. This is a podcast about sports, but who gives a shit?
It's kind
you
of
know
a sport.
what I mean?
It could be a sport.
I mean, yes. I mean, were there judges? This, I feel.
There was, I think the drag queen was dressed up as a referee, so it kind of was a sport.
If ribbon dancing is a sport, squirting is without a question a sport. And it should be on all major networks.
Yes. And it probably requires more hydration, I would say. And muscle contracting, tightness.
Both, yeah. Contraction
Hell
and
yeah.
release and all of it. Coordination.
Incredible. This is incredible. Oh my gosh. Okay, so was this at a bar? Was this in a studio?
I made an event for myself because basically I applied to Guinness and they're like, yeah, we're a family organization. So looked it up, and if I have enough witnesses and journalists, then the record is mine. So I put it to Guinness standards, and I threw an event for myself called a Kinky Carnival, sold it out like over 300 people, and I had different like bits of like the carnival and freak show leading up to my main event. And it's funny because like I tell people that like when it comes to squirting, I'm an athlete. Like I'm at an athletic level, so you shouldn't compare yourself to like the Usain Bolt of squirting.
Yes. That's incredible. How much was it? What was the volume?
I've never heard you use that, but I love that. The Usain Bolt of squirting. That's my new favorite pet.
Incredible. That's also the name of this episode. Oh my God. How much volume was it?
1,250 milliliters, so that's 1.25 liters or a bit under 33 ounces.
That's more than a cup.
That's like 4.5?
4 cups.
Yeah.
See, I did math. I'm very good at math, but I'm only good at math when it comes to squirting. Nothing else does not apply anywhere else. That's incredible. High five, girl. High five via Zoom. God bless you. Oh, my God. So that takes a lot of mental, stamina, determination. Did you start playing sports?
Yeah.
And kind of go from there?
I'm very competitive.
Yes. That, I mean, to make squirting a competition is just a particular type of person that I want to know. Okay. I want to know you, Lola Jean. God damn. So in Baltimore, what sports did you start playing?
When I was like little doing PB sports, I played like everything. I did like basketball, soccer, baseball, lacrosse, probably swimming, like just like everything, literally everything probably. And then as I got older, then it kind of like, I actually went to a school that like had like very competitive sports that like recruited from like all over the world for certain things. So then eventually it's like, well, you play the sports that you're best at or that you don't suck at. So that's kind of like what it ended up being later on. But what else? I did cheerleading for a minute. I do wrestling now, but I didn't do wrestling then. But I like tried my hand at everything.
What? Yes, you still do wrestling. What sport did you get best at and like concentrate on in high school?
Field hockey.
Field hockey.
Yeah.
Field hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played defense in everything though. Always.
Really?
Honestly,
so you seem like an offensive go-getter. I feel like she's a go-getter. Put her at the front of the light. She'll scrap for that ball. She'll get it.
Built like a brick house.
I can only see you from the neck up. So, okay. Oh, and it's a feather rope. I love it. I mean, are you sure that's not an offensive player? I don't know. But how tall are you, Lola?
I'm pretty short, but I have big dick energy. But I'm about 5'3", so pretty short.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd say you got some big dick energy. It's either that or like the angle of this camera where you look like a gigantic woman. You know what I mean? Like you could totally pass for 6'2" right now, which is maybe not gigantic. Who am I to judge? Is gigantic bad?
No,
I don't think
it's
gigantic's bad.
fine.
I've been called gigantic, and it made me cry.
Oh, all right.
I'm
well,
fine.
Maybe
I'm
we'll take
just
that
kidding.
one back. We'll she's doing great. It's all right, everyone.
I'm doing
Kaylin's
great.
doing great. Kaylin, you're doing
I put
great.
on contacts for this for the first time in 4 days.
nice.
So
Oh, bless you.
I mean-
I haven't worn them since I've been quarantined.
good for you. Good for you. See, that's how I felt about showering. But I ended up doing that 3 times a week now. Caitlin's got
That's
standards.
good. It's
Leif.
good to have standards.
Okay, so field hockey. Now, I've never played field hockey. I mean, how do we open with squirting and end with field hockey? I don't understand how
no,
this
we're gonna get to more
interview
stuff
is happening.
After,
Thank
there's more
God.
Stuff. There's more stuff. and
Okay.
we'll get into it. But
Good. So we're just going to dibble-dabble real quick, and then we're
let's
hightailing it
get-
out of the
let's get
field
s-
hockey.
I want to get into some of the drama and some of the just the sweet goss of high school, and then we'll get into some of the other stuff. Like I definitely wanted to circle back and talk about the wrestling stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my God. So in field hockey, were you were good at field hockey? Were you popular in high school? You seem kind of like a badass bitch.
No, not really. I was more, I think I was more bullied, and then I kind of became a loner. But like high school, college, all that, like things didn't start getting good until after school, all of school was done.
Yeah.
Because you become a badass bitch when you go through a lot of really awful shit, essentially. So, I mean, with sports my parents are like competitive with sports. My brother is like, I come from like a sports family. My dad was a bookie in college and like taught me how to bet on sports. So it was
Really?
always like, I'm very much a daddy's girl. So always like really got into sports, the competitiveness. I was actually just remembering my senior year of high school, we won like the championships with infield hockey, and I was named MVP that year.
Hey,
Oh.
that's pretty good. Brag, baby. Let it out. This is the podcast you get to brag about that shit.
I haven't thought
That's
about that
great.
in so long. I was like, oh no, that did happen.
That's a
That's
big accomplishment.
amazing.
So what was your position in field hockey?
So within defense, there was like a triangle type formation, and I kind of teetered in between, I think, like left and center defensemen. And then there was someone who was like the sweeper in the back. So I was kind of like, well, I think when it got to like my junior and senior year, I was kind of like the leader of the defense. And I saved some goals, like, which is a lot for someone who's not a goalie.
I mean, you don't get MVP doing nothing, baby. All right?
No,
That's
A
impressive.
defensive player getting an MVP is insane. That is a level of achievement that you should definitely be proud of.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Cough, cough, Baltimore Ravens.
So what?
I said cough, cough, Baltimore Ravens.
Oh.
Yeah, but you didn't stab anyone in a nightclub, so good
Yet.
job.
Yet.
Yeah, look at that. That's the only sports I really
Please
know
don't look at me
about
like that.
whole
Please don't look at me like that.
men. Okay, I'm just kidding. So that's very cool. So you did that, and then you started. So your dad's a bookie.
Was. I should be clear
Was.
on that. Yeah, when he was
Okay.
in college, he was a bookie and had all great stories about that. Now he is a businessman and thought teaching me how to bet would be a good like business learning experience. And he always emphasized that I should keep it like small enough money where it's still for fun. So like not like trying to really, it's like fun money where it's like when you bet that you should know that you might also lose it, but you're making an educated bet in order to do so.
Okay, is there any tricks that you can share with our 200 listeners?
It's always like a risk, but then it's like calculating that risk. So I like betting on living things. So people, dogs, horses, not non-living things, because there is some tact involved. But it's more, I mean, I like betting on football, probably the best. And with football, like I have awareness of like teams and how they're playing. I watch them and seeing who's overrated or not, because how the lines are determined is based on how people are betting or whatnot. And they might just be doing so based on like hearsay or wherever the bandwagon is. But if you're actually watching the different teams and seeing how they're doing, then you're already going to have more information that way.
Oh, did you make any money off of last season's NFL?
This was the first season I didn't bet at all because I was just so busy. And I think traveling a lot too. I was in Europe a
But
bit.
it was the year the Ravens did so well. You could have been betting on them all season, even though they'd been bad bets because they were favorites.
that's also a rule too, is not to bet on your own team. I might bet on my own team if it's for like the over or under, but not necessarily when it has to do with the spread.
Oh, very fascinating. See, I'm a 49er fan. So we had a great run, and then it all came crumbling to the floor. I'm fine.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, you're not a Giants fan.
That's good. Yeah. No, anything but that and the Jets, and then you're fine. Okay, so then we get out of college, all right? Now you're getting cool, right? You're getting in your own little skinny skin, and now you're wrestling men. Please tell me about wrestling men and how that even starts.
Yeah. So So firstly, like I physical fitness still, like I think from when I was like 16 and up, but I was like really into high intensity interval training, and I liked how I could be like competitive with myself or with others, or like still I usually will like pick a dude and I'm like, I'm gonna lift more than you, and you're gonna feel emasculated, and that's how I motivate myself in fitness. But it was when I was in between jobs. I'd quit my job in advertising, like YOLO'd, and I'd been fired from my waitressing job in the middle of the summer.
You said YOLO'd. What?
I did. Yep.
Who are you? You're a monster.
Probably.
Oh, man.
I like it.
What? Caitlin.
You know what?
Caitlin.
She holds the squirting record, all right? She can say YOLO'd if she wants to.
Have
God
some
damn it.
respect.
You've earned your stripes. Have some goddamn respect for the volume this woman is capable of creating.
All right, fair. Fair.
Yeah. Yeah. What was that about YOLOing? I can't do it. I haven't squirted for shit. So, continue.
Yes, I was YOLOing. And
Yeah.
I had been fired from my waitressing job, and I didn't want to go back to advertising because I was miserable. So I wanted to find a job I didn't hate, and thus began some fun times of Craigslist searching. And I found one Craigslist gig that was like, hey, do you have strong quads? Strangle my neck with your legs. You can wear yoga pants and your face doesn't have to be in it, and I'll pay you this much money for pictures. And I was like, hey, I have strong quads. That doesn't sound bad at all. And I ended up meeting this kid for like a coffee to discuss this, and like he's creating this scissor hold website as like some income on the side. He just has that fetish. It wasn't for and I actually never ended up doing that, but through him I like learned about this whole world. And I remember I was in like tight money situations. He told me to throw my profile up on this like wrestling website and that people just might throw money at me, and I started getting bombarded with emails, and that's when I was like, okay, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna learn how to do this. Like, I am strong, but there is a difference between some male and female strength, and I'm still like a small person. And I was at some party when I saw someone like just like doing jujitsu with someone else just for like funsies, and I was like, want to learn that, what you're doing right there. And that's how I met my trainer through him, and I met other girls throughout the wrestling scene that I'm still very close with. But like, that's how I fell into wrestling fetish. And the more that I did it, the more it was like really fun. And I feel like when you get older, you lack this ability of like, I want to play an organized sport, but it gets weirder as you get older. And this is a way that's both fun and I can take people's money.
Yeah. I would say. So this website is it solely for female wrestlers?
Mainly, yeah. It's called Session Girls, and I think there's some that's like M for M, like for guys who want to be wrestled by guys. But like, sorry for all the men who do MMA that are like, oh, someone will pay me. No, they won't, unless it's another guy.
Yeah. So it's a sexual fetish. This
it could be,
or is it just people who love wrestling?
It could be either one, and it's up to like each girl and what their limits are, and then also it's just up to like the guy or the client of what they're looking for. So I've told my clients where I'm just like, it can feel like whatever to you. It has to feel like a sport for me, though.
Oh, okay, so that's good. So that's how you do. So. Do they request you to like wear certain things, or what's the weirdest thing they've made you wear? Do they even do that?
They could. Usually I'm gonna wear a sports bra and shorts. Like, I'm not wearing a bikini. Some girls do that. But somebody, they have to, if they have a special request, they have to buy it for me. So someone once got me a cat suit, and I was saying like, "Aya, Kaya," and he wanted me to be like a ninja, and it was a lot of fun.
I was going to say, how fun. Oh, my God. That's very cool. Now, in these things, do you usually win, or do they
Usually, yeah. So usually they either like want me to win or they don't know jujitsu and then I can beat them. But I have had a couple clients that were pretty skilled, which like I try not to do those anymore, just because I don't want to get hurt. But like I definitely have had a couple times where like we either stalemated or they won.
Wow. Okay. And you've never felt in danger or anything like that?
The only time that I did, I avoided it. So I was hired for a cat fight session in Canada. And I was like pretty new into wrestling then, and I was just like, okay, like this sounds like it could be interesting. I've always wanted to get in a more intense fight. Let's try it out. And after doing a bit of like digging, I figured out that this person's like fetish is like watching women get the shit beat out of them. So like the other person was like a hired gun. And at that point I was in Canada. He'd like paid for my flight. So I was just like, you compromise my safety. I'm just not going to do this.
Yeah. Good for you. Yeah. So that's also a thing that they can purchase is a cat fight, which is just two women and they watch.
Correct.
This is fascinating. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful world.
Now I'm only doing a cat fight if I know the other person, because then I can be like, hey, let's fake it.
Kaylee, we should see if people would pay us to fight each other.
Do you think you'd have a chance, Leif?
What? Are you kidding? God, no. Correction.
I outweigh Leif by at least 50 pounds. Like I'm not a fat bitch. I'm a thick bitch. Like it's very sturdy. You know, I'm 5'8" and 185. Like Leif,
I got nothing, man. I mean, listen, I know someone who's 5'3" and can kick the shit out of me and does regularly.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at her on Zoom
I was like, is
right
it me?
now. Yeah.
I guess we haven't said it. I am dating Lola. That's out there. There's no since we didn't say it up top, there's no not weird way to say that.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah. Wait, I didn't. Yeah, this is.
No!
Yeah, we're dating.
No one told me
Whoops.
this.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh, I have so many more questions.
That's
Surprise, you're in our three-way.
All right,
oh my God. Is Leif packing? Does Leif have a big dick? What is his dick situation? Because he's like very sweet, but you're
give
like,
her the deets.
What is it? Come on.
Really?
Earmuffs, Leif.
Yeah, everything's on the table. Go for it.
He said everything's on the table.
A very nice penis. I would say that it is a bit longer in stature than most people, and maybe a bit on the thinner side. But it is quite nice. I enjoy it.
Long and thin.
Yeah.
Huh. You little spaghetti noodle, huh? Oh, my little noodle-oo. Okay, that's great. I bet it looks gargantuan on that tiny-ass body.
That's the beauty
you know
of
what I mean?
it. I could be holding a Swiss Army knife and it looks like a goddamn broadsword.
Happy for you, buddy.
Thank you.
That's great. How long have you two been dating?
Oh, who knows? Time's not real. I don't know.
I didn't think that would be the hard question.
We met in like September, but then you were busy and I traveled a lot.
Yeah.
That's so you own your own business then, Lola, right?
Yeah.
So what is your business umbrella? What is the whole
umbrella keeps getting bigger.
Great.
So
That's awesome.
I'm a sex educator, which can mean a lot of things. So I teach classes. I'm making sex educational videos for purchase. I'm an event producer. So one of the events I produce is called Pass the Porn. It's a sex-positive porn cinema that helps people form a new relationship with porn. I also have my little fetish wrestling side biz. I'm a mental health professional. I'm a medical technician at a psychiatry office. I'm starting an audio porn biz that's custom audio erotica. And I'm probably forgetting other things. Every time I try to eliminate one job, another one adds.
Yeah. She is out of your league, Leif.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
Calm down.
I'm just kidding. You have our podcast, which is doing fine. It's doing fine. Okay, so I have a question about audio porn. I just started a podcast called The Good Time Gal, and I realized that Good Time Gal also references porn. And in my opening, I was like, this is not porn. And then I was like, there's no such thing as audio porn. And now I feel like an idiot because apparently there is. What is this audio porn?
I mean, anything could be porn if you want it to be. But
okay, I like that can-do attitude.
To me, there's like two categories of audio porn. There's one that you're just like hearing people like have sex and do sexual things, and another one that's more like you are the other person in the porn. So I'm giving a guided experience to you. And I'm trying to do that version. So like the way that most like sex workers, cam girls, porn stars like make a bulk of their money is through customs. So custom requests via fans. And when I was like trying to listen to audio porn, I would like finally find a voice that I liked and like a cadence, and then like they would call me a good girl, and I'd be like, you don't know me, like what the fuck, I don't know. So with custom audio erotica, you can pick your different voice, and then you would have like a consultation, and we can take into account what your name is, what your desires are, what your boundaries are, and then build something like for you.
Wow. That's incredible. Oh, that cater to you porn audio experience.
Yeah.
That's I mean, you could be anything in this world. Isn't that inspiring? There is something for everyone, okay? There is no kink shame. It is literally whatever the fuck you want. What a beautiful time, huh?
I made this career up. Like,
yeah. Damn. All right. I gotta get into that. No, I don't. No one wants to hear this. Yell at them. Yeah, rub it harder. Yeah. Squeeze it. No one wants that. That's just like, they're like, okay,
know.
my gym coach is telling me to fucking jerk off. This is terrifying.
That's a very popular
height
search.
domination is a thing. You could do like gigantism, where you're like a giant ass woman and they're such a tiny little
There's
man.
that word again. There's that word again. You're going to break my heart, Lola. Jesus, with the giant ass woman shit. My boyfriend is very small, but he likes it. He likes being, well, he's tiny. He's a Leif, you know.
Just one of us.
Yeah, but I'm a me, so you guys are both Leifs because you're both small. But you look like you could kick his ass for fun.
Yeah,
I can't
she
believe you
does.
guys are dating.
She literally does do it for fun. I have to say,
I haven't
after
done it
the
yet.
whole quarantine, I'm now stronger, and I think I can take her for like 5 minutes. I wouldn't win, but I can hold my own for about 5 minutes.
Gee, have you ever been injured?
Have I
Wrestling
ever been
men?
injured? Or
Well, I know Leif has. He sneezes and breaks a rib.
seriously. Not like
Oh, all right. Now I feel like listen. Fine, just keep going.
We're having fun.
Yeah, someone is.
not injured like too seriously. I've definitely had friends that have been, so I try to watch out, but like I'm usually pretty careful about it. So I had one client who he was too fast and erratic with his movements, because when you're fast, it doesn't give someone an opportunity to say like, no, stop. And like, I think he did something twice. And at that point I was just like, you know, I'm not going to like get angry and try to hurt you if you do something. I already have your money. I'm just going to leave. Like, this will just be over.
Yeah.
In that way.
Yeah.
But nothing too bad, thank God. And I mean, I rely a bit less on my fetish wrestling money than some of my friends do, though, too.
How often do you do it?
More so when I travel. That's a lot of the times how I make money when I travel. But otherwise, maybe like once a month. It's always interesting based on the season. Like, you know, I called it holiday bonus backwash. So like the first week of January was great. Because everyone's like, I got all this extra money I didn't think I would have. Let's give it to someone else. But yeah, it might be like once a month. It might be once every couple of months. It might be like 3 times a month, but nothing too much.
That's awesome. And so this last trip to London, what was your main focus?
That one in London, I'm doing more sex education.
Did we hear me?
I
we all
actually
froze.
Did mine freeze?
Yeah, you're freezing up.
Hold on.
But you're
now,
doing great. Now you're good. This is good.
It just says internet is unstable, but it usually only does that like once a thing.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, in London, I was doing more like sex education stuff. So I've been transitioning more into doing more events. So I was going to do one of the Pass the Porn events, but that was right before quarantine stuff started. So that had to get canceled. But I got most of my events and classes, like filmings, interviews and stuff like that in. And I did have one client who actually, that was like a really fun session, but he was a doctor and he had come to the hotel room and he was getting off the phone and he was like talking. And I was like, wait, are you a doctor? And like he had just had his like first coronavirus patient and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my God, I want to ask him all the questions. I was like, does this mask even do anything? What's going to happen? Like, yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, and then what did you guys do? Did you wrestle?
Yeah, we wrestled a bit, which was like pretty evenly matched, but I had like more of the finishers. And then I just did a ton of trash talk, which is like one of my favorite things.
Is that extra? Or what? Okay, give me a line I can use to trash talk. I want one good line that, because I play video games with my boyfriend and sometimes we wrestle. I want to kill him with my words.
So a good way to go, and it's kind of like a mom rap. You're like, oh, that's cute. You thought you were going to do better than that, didn't you?
It's very
I could just see the boner just fall flat. Oh, my God, yes. That's perfect. Oh, you really thought you were going to pin me, didn't you?
One of my favorite ones is I'll just be like, but I'm so little.
That's the one that got me.
Perfect. Leif uses that all the time. Oh, my gosh. Well, this has been so fun, Lola. Oh, my God. Okay. So you're this. So do you have a name of your company, or is it just your name?
So Lola Jean International is what a lot of the things sit within. But for Past the Porn and the audio erotica, currently branding that, but it's going to be under the Velvet Tip, and the audio erotica is Velvet Tip Studios. So Velvet Tip, it's from a old Victorian slang, tipping the velvet, which means cunnilingus because of the velvety touch of the tongue to the vulva.
Oh my goodness,
Right.
that's I just learned something. Isn't that great? Oh, Leif, do we have any nicknames?
Yeah.
You probably already know all of our nicknames.
What are some of your nicknames that you've had? Now, see, this is gonna okay. What are some of the nicknames you had when you played sports, and then also wrestling nicknames?
I don't know if I had any nicknames. I mean, I definitely can't remember them if I had any nicknames playing sports.
Everyone
I do like
did.
nicknames.
You
I think
definitely
they're
had one. I mean, it's okay if you can't remember it. But what about wrestling?
in wrestling. I mean, I like to say it's not a nickname, but I like to say I play like a game of cat and mouse a lot, where when like a cat catches a mouse, but they don't completely kill it because they still want to hit it and play with it and kill it again. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the way that I play it. It's like I still want to have fun.
Is she freezing again, or is that just me?
But yeah, like I mean, sassy. Yeah. Is that better?
Sassy?
Sassy is a nickname.
Oh, that's fun. Okay. Sassy.
But yeah, I'm trying to. I don't have any. I'm sure there's nicknames, but like none are coming front of mind at all.
Fair.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You don't need them. You know.
How about
Is there any? Oh no!
How about
Please,
numbers?
Leif. Please.
What number were you?
For odd numbers, I didn't have a lucky number either. I don't really care. I'm not superstitious
love
about
this.
that stuff.
You have like the biggest sports mentality. You've taken it to the most extremes, and yet you're like, I don't know about the actual logistics of it. I have no memory of what has formed the way I am, but that's very fun.
Yeah, I just know that I killed him when I played sports. I don't know what. Yeah, I just knew that I'm like, you're dead.
I genuinely can't. I'm so blown away about the MVP as a defensive player. Like, that's so fucking huge.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
That's
good.
very
That was
exciting.
really good.
Damn.
Yeah. Now here's one for the wrestling women, excuse me, girls. Who am I? What am I, the president? Okay. Got him. If he's going to listen to me pissed. All right. Yeah. Did you guys have like an initiation into like this group? Is there any kind of initiation? No.
Kind of. So I'm also
Really?
like early on into my like wrestling career, I got recruited into what I now call the Feminist Army Wrestling Sorority.
Oh, that's so fun.
And we have a shared wrestling slave, and it's something to do with kind of a bet that went wrong. The logistics of it, I'm not sure, but the sisterhood is real. And I guess for the initiation to that, you have to like wrestle him and beat him. He's pretty easy to beat if you know what you're doing. And then you like do victory poses on him, and then you pee on him or he drinks your pee, and we just like make him do things for us. Yeah, and it's group humiliation, and it's pretty fun.
And he likes it?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Wow. So you peed on someone?
I'm really good at peeing on people.
Really? Now, what does it take to be good at peeing on someone? It's mental.
Yeah, because like your body doesn't want to pee on people. It's like if you've ever peed in the woods, like it still takes a minute because your body's like, we're not supposed to do this. So it's more of a mental thing to like say like, hey, body, it's okay to do this. A lot of people even a lot of the girls when they have to pee on them get like stage fright. But I've just done it so many times. Like the first time I had to do it when I worked in a dungeon, that was difficult. But now like I mean, I'm a little known for it around my like sorority sisters, like that. Like I have pretty
Hell
epic
yeah.
pees.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can only imagine you're the squirt master. Of course you're going to be able to pee on people. Oh my God.
You know, but I'm kind of curious. Like, I want to see how much I can pee because I don't think I can pee as much as I squirted.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it similar fluids? No, it's different fluids. The world doesn't know,
I
right?
mean, the world doesn't know, but it's like squirt's just its own fluid. There is some pee in it, but the human bladder can only hold a max amount of like 900 milliliters. And I squirted 1250, so like it's definitely not all coming from there.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh, I love thinking that we have like this storage of extra fluid just built up.
We do,
and it's just ready to come out. You know,
we're like
oh
what,
my
like
God,
90% water or something like that. Or
yeah,
is that the
I'd
Earth?
love to lose the body weight. You know what I mean? Well, Lola, this has been what a gem you are. Oh my gosh, where can people find you on the internet?
I am lolajean.com on all the social medias, spelled out DOT, and that is where my website is. You can find everything else through there.
Perfect. Well, we got to wrap it up. We have less than a minute left on this Zoom. I'm at Caitlin Peluffo. Leif, you are at Bear with Leif, and follow us on @BeastPod on Instagram. We love you. Holy
Lola,
hell!
what's the name of your podcast?
Is our love? ?
Perfect. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Lola.
Yeah.
You're a hero. I love you. Leify,
Okay.
I can't wait to see that pretty face
I
again.
can't wait to see your face again.
Oh
Especially
my
right
gosh,
now,
I
it's
might
so
pee
dark,
on
I
it.
can't. Oh no. Oh, if next time I see you, I will have just cleaned. Please don't.
All right, fine. Well, signing off. Thank you, everybody.
Welcome to BrainMachineNetwork.com.